Good morning once again. My name is Apostle Hephzibah, the Senior Pastor of Glory House of Covenant, Ministry International, Makodi, Benue State, Nigeria, and also the President, Women Arise and Support the Vulnerable Initiative. This morning, I want to pray with you on the topic I titled, The Enemies Are Not Granted. I'd like to read the book of Psalms 140, verse 7 to 9. It says, O God the Lord, the strength of my salvation, thou hast covered my head in the day of battle. Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked devices, lest they exalt themselves. As for the head of those that compass me about, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Let the burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pit, that they rise not up again. This was the prayers of David. David saying, he said, you have been my covering on the day of my battle. But one other thing I need to ask you of is, oh God, don't grant the desires of the wicked. Because the wicked have always been planning to kill me. The wicked have always been planning to see that I cry. The wicked has turned my son to rise against my throne. The wicked has made my kingship to almost go to the mud. The wicked has robbed me from glory and has made me to go and sin against Uriah, that I almost lost my glory in your hands. The wicked has desired so many hearts against me. Oh God, don't grant them their desires. And even those that speaks evil against me, turn their words against them. And Father, make the coals of fire to fall upon them, and let them fall into pits, and let the fire consume them, that they will no longer rise again. And so I have come to pray that same prayers with you, that the wicked's desires can never be granted. That the God has always kept you in the days of battle. Don't forget at the time that you got pregnant, how he preserved you. Don't forget that time you were in school. That time that it seemed as if your father was almost dying, your mother was almost dying, but he always came through for you. Don't forget those seasons. Why I am reminding you this is because the devil will always take your mind of the things that God has done for you before and will place it on the things that you want God to do for you at the moment where he has not yet done them for you. And so, just like David prayed, remember those days you never had good food to eat, but he provided for you. Remember those days that you looked for a job, but miraculously, he fed you on a daily basis, and he still gave you that job. Remember the seasons that you prayed for husband to come, and he brought one. Remember the time that the devil ravished your health, and it seemed as if you were dying the next second, but yet you are still alive right now. Remember those days that your children were going out astray, that you prayed as if there was no next day, but at the right time, God gathered those seeds back. Remember the time you were dropping seeds and even on different altars to ensure you get that visa. Remember those times that they deceived you to come and slaughter goats at diabolical homes, and you did. But God in his infinite mercy, after that episode, whenever you came back to God, he answered your prayers. And so hear me today. Let your enemies continue to plan. Their desires will never be granted. You are in a season where they have lost their sleep to ensure you cry. We are in a season where they have done everything to ensure that your health fails, that your marriage fails, that your career fails, that things goes astray. Hear me this day. God will never grant them their heart desires. And can I shock you? The coals of fire from heaven is coming down upon them. It will not only consume them, but it will push them into a pit where they will never rise again. the words that they have cooked against you. There are so many people that would not have sinned, that would have seen that you are a very righteous person, but yet they will go and conspire. They say things you did not do. They frame you up to present it to those that love you so that they can, begin to hate you. I am speaking today that every words of mischief, every words of conspiracy to take you out of your glory, to take you out of your joy, will turn back and roll back on their head. Because it is written in the book of Proverbs, it says, everyone that rolls a stone against you, that stone will roll back on them. And so I pray for you that in the name of Jesus, the hand of Jehovah will cover you in the day of battle. And that great hand of God will not only disappoint the devices of the crafty, but it will make every diviners of your life, those dividing against your life, to run mad. And it will make their hands, their weapons, never to be able to perform their enterprise. Have you not heard testimonies where armed robbers brings out gun, do it to shoot, and the gun refused to work? That is when God has decided to disgrace the weapons of the wicked. And so hear me today. The Egyptians you saw, you'll never see them again. Maybe all through the ember months since you were born had always been seasons of tears. This one is going to be different. In this ember months of 2022, you are not going to cry. You are not going to mourn. You are not going to sorrow. Hear me. The people waiting to see you cry again, they will wait in vain. Because while they are waiting to hear the noise of shouts, of tears in your house, they'll see new cars entering that compound. They'll see testimonies of marriages entering your house. They'll hear you testify. And I speak to you this morning that the enemies will never see what they have planned upon your life come to pass, and their desires forever is terminated. And so I declare that you are crossing into 2023 with double testimonies in your hands. The God of heaven is going to shield you, and your enemies shall be consumed from this day, and that consumption will bury them. That consumption will bury their plans. That consumption will bury everything they made against you. And you are going to see yourself fly in the order of the eagles, where no power can stop you again. It is well with you. Please don't forget. Don't cry over the shaking. Don't cry over the picture that the wicked ones have shown you, because your God is on the throne and he will deliver you. Don't forget, he will cover your head in the day of battle, and no shame will ever come to you. In the name of Jesus. I remain Apostle Hephzibah, the senior pastor of Glory House of Covenant. Please don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that these daily prayers can always get to you. And not just subscribing. Please, every topic we release on each day, pray alongside with it. And I'm fully persuaded that your life will never remain the same.